The house on the hill. The night was covered in thick fog when Adriana and Mark decided to take a detour from the main road. They had gone hiking, but the storm forced them to look for shelter. The only building nearby was an old house, standing on top of a hill, with dark windows and a rusty gate that creaked open with a moan. "It looks abandoned," Adriana whispered, though a faint lamp flickered inside. They stepped in. The air was cold, damp, heavy with the stench of rotten wood. Every piece of furniture was covered with white sheets full of dust, like silent ghosts. A tall grandfather clock struck 3 o'clock, though they both knew it must have been broken for decades. When the door closed behind them, they heard the bolt turn on its own. Mark swallowed hard. It must be the wind. Adriana didn't answer. Her eyes were fixed on a large portrait hanging on the wall. A family of 4, a couple, a teenage boy, and a little girl. All of them smiled, except for the girl, who wore a look of deep sorrow. Strangely, her painted eyes seemed to glimmer in the dim light. They explored the living room. The floor groaned under their steps, and suddenly, a loud thud echoed upstairs. Something heavy had fallen. "We're not alone," Adriana whispered, her voice trembling. They climbed the staircase slowly. The hallway had several doors. One of them was ajar. Inside, a children's room remained untouched. Toys scattered on the floor, and a doll sitting on the bed staring at the window. As Adriana approached, the doll's head turned slowly toward her. Her scream died in her throat. Mark grabbed her hand, but the hallway had changed. Where there had been 3 doors, now there were 5. All of them shut, with strange symbols carved into the wood. They opened the first door. Inside, a table with extinguished candles and an open notebook awaited them. On its pages, a single sentence repeated over and over. "The house won't let us leave. The house is watching. The house will consume us." A sound made them spin around. The family portrait was now hanging inside that room. This time, the little girl was gone from the painting. Suddenly, tiny footsteps echoed through the hallway, like a child running. The lights flickered. Adriana and Mark ran, searching for an exit. But at the top of the stairs, they saw her. A little girl in a white dress, her face hidden in shadows. "Do you want to play with me?" she asked, in a voice that wasn't human but a distorted, hollow echo. The house shook. All the doors slammed shut. The grandfather clock began ticking again, each beat like a pounding heart. Mark shouted for them to run. They raced down the stairs, but the main door was now sealed with heavy chains. The girl appeared in front of them, closer this time. Her face revealed itself, eyeless, with a mouth sewn shut by black threads. Adriana fell to her knees, paralyzed by terror. The girl lifted the doll she carried in her arms, and with a sharp twist, tore off its head. At that instant, the lamps exploded, plunging the house into darkness. The last thing Mark heard was childish laughter, multiplied in every corner of the house, filling the air like a demonic choir. The next morning, the hill was silent once more. But in the old family portrait, 6 people now smiled, and among them were Adriana and Mark.